Welcome back to Let's Play A-Train 9. In our last episode, we completed our subterranean route, and we created a new link branch here for linking our belt around the large city. We're getting to the point now where we have to start looking at perhaps more large subsidiaries. And we're going to have to start looking at getting more construction materials near our new station right here. So that will be fairly easy. It's just a matter of adding a classification yard. Oh, wrong station. That'll be fairly easy. It'll just be a matter of adding a classification yard in here in materials warehouse. The thing I'm waiting for, though, is for this warehouse here to finally be full. You can see that this area has grown fairly substantially. So one thing we can do, however, is we could add our new AR tower. Something to consider here. We're using a lot more materials than we were previously. So we can see where we actually have the materials available to get the AR tower. So we could go for it around here. That'll keep our ridership up. Could also go down here, and that'll help this region. Hard decision. I think we can afford to bolster our station here. This is also we'll offset it a bit here because we might turn one of these into a two-platform station. Before that, I am going to do a little bit of a test here. One thing I find that works pretty well before placing something like the AR tower that costs 100 million and loses a lot is to place something like just one of these cheap supermarkets, just to get an idea of what we're going to get for profit and loss. So we are showing a profit here, so I'm feeling confident putting in the AR tower. AR tower is going to eat a fairly substantial amount of our capital reserves. But it's falling within the station's range, which is good. And we're showing a profit, so can't complain about that. Got a little bit of bonus for dividends there. They always are applied in June. This is what I was saying with some of these routes locking up. And I think it will be a good time to turn this around. So we'll just turn around 10 and 7 here. So we'll wait for an opening, and then we'll elevate this section. Okay, so that should be sufficient. Remove that. We should be good there. There we go. Okay, so that problem there is solved. This one's going to be a little bit trickier, but we'll handle it much the same way. Now, at least I'm hoping we're going to be able to. Might have to rethink this a little bit. I think it'll ultimately be cheaper. We're don't rebuild the station just yet. So that's as far back as we can go. Okay, so we're over there. I'm gonna have to mow through some buildings though. Which would have been nice to avoid, but we'll just have to deal with that. There we go. A little bit expensive, but that's fixed any worries of congestion within that circuit. And another thing we're going to need to look towards is completing maybe a high rise or something like that to start seeing even larger growth. Now we ate most of our materials here building the AR tower, so we're not going to have enough out of that warehouse right now. I don't really want to put it in the new town. There's not enough in that warehouse either, so we're actually doing really well for the consumption of construction materials. This being like one of the few occasions where I'm clamoring to get the materials to build a new structure. I think the only place where we have any in storage right now is over here. It wouldn't hurt putting up a high rise here or something like that. We'll give it some thought and come back to it closer to the end of the episode, just because it will eat the entirety of the capital reserves. So we're reaching kind of a sticking point for development. We're gonna need to start getting our new town to become more profitable, and we're gonna start needing to branch out again and add some more stations. Another ring around this town would also be a good idea. I think what we're lacking here, though, is a suitable supply of construction materials. That problem could be answered with more classification yards or more trucks. Now I'm leaning towards trucks right now. It's because we just need to get the stuff across town. We'll add a warehouse over here. Actually, we'll put the loading bay in first just to make sure we're within it. And we always want to keep the warehouse fairly on the outside, just so it continues to feed the growth. And we'll add another loading bay right there. So left there, straight. Oh, run into a little bit of a problem. Probably the first time this has really happened to us. I'll have to rework these roads a touch here. Nothing too serious. Do that, and we'll knock out some more road here. Working with road ends up being actually harder in some ways than working with rails in this game. Okay, so yeah, we're going straight here. I'll load off, come back, hang right. Right there. Left there. Left there, so that'll complete the route around. And they've already screwed themselves up a bit here. There we go. So we'll just keep an eye on them, make sure they're routing correctly here. Well, I guess we didn't. We must have accidentally destroyed the loading bay. There we go. Okay, so we got them unloading now, and what they are dropping off is getting consumed fairly quickly. In fact, we'll buy a couple more freight trucks here. One thing we did neglect to do was change that to unloading and apply that to all vehicles. So now it should be good. Yeah, we're starting to see material stack up there. And hopefully we'll start seeing those materials get consumed as well. And now we can look to building that multi-story building. Multi-story buildings consume a lot of construction materials, and they take a significant amount of time to build. So we don't want to blow our finances away too heavily. Probably can pull off this one fairly safely. So we'll start that. And that should spur the growth of the downtown of this region. Anyhow, we'll end this episode here. We'll take this up on the next one when hopefully have a little bit more money. Thank you very much for watching.